Hello, dear ones. It's Eldon again, and I'm a spiritual magician as well as a life coach. And today we're going to talk about self talk. What do you say to yourself? Do you like yourself? Do you hate yourself? Do you start out the day with, oh, it's Monday, I gotta go back into work today? Those are the things that manifest into fruition. Do you talk to yourself in a positive way? I'm gonna get this done. This is no challenge for me. Or, oh my God, there's another task that I gotta do that I don't like, that I hate. I gotta get up in the morning. You are now setting the tone for your manifestation. That is known as spell casting, spell weaving, conjuring. The way you talk to yourself, do you think that you're the only one listening? The universe is listening as well. If you say those things are going to happen. If you tell yourself when you wake up in the morning, you breathe in, you exhale, and you say, today is a good day. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to have a good day. You just cast that spell. But if you say, oh, I got to go to work with these people that I can't stand. I got to see a job. I got to go to a job that I don't like. And my boss is this and my coworkers are that. Guess what you're going to get? All of that. Because you are radiating that energy. If you change your tone, if you change your ideology, just one sentence is all it takes, really. If you start your day with, today's a good day, and you repeat it and over, just on your commute or on your breakfast runs or when you're making breakfast at home, just that one statement can change your whole attitude around. And I've seen it before with people. It very much motivates you because you're telling your mind, today's a good day. You're casting that spell that today is a good day. And as a spiritual magician, it's worked for me. I've also have spoken to others that I've helped. There's this one young lady that I know. She's in California. And she lost her way for a little bit. And I guided her back. Something that I'm very proud of. Not just for me, but for her. Because I didn't know her from before. And one of my friends in California referred her to me. So what ended up happening was on the first conversation that we had when we were doing the consultations, I had spoken to her before. And that person that I spoke to before and the person that I was speaking to now were two completely different people. Yes, okay, I get it. It's the same person on the phone. But her attitude was a different attitude. And I was just like, wait a minute. No. And to this day, she still remembers those words. And I said, I want to speak to the other one. I want to speak to the one I spoke to before. And she's like, you're right. I'm sorry. And then she came back. Her self-talk came back. The person that she was before came back. And then all of a sudden, her attitude started to shift and change. And I was telling her, I was like, are you telling yourself that you can't get a job? Are you telling yourself that you are not worthy of a job? And it was a combination of a lot of things. She told me more. However, the point was her self-talk, unfortunately, guided her off her path. And this young lady, you have to meet her. I don't know anyone right now. I'm just speaking to those that are tuning in. But I love her. And she's an empath. And she's really powerful too. But like I said before, she lost her way. Well, guess what? I brought her back. That's one of my duties as a life coach and spiritual magician. I brought her back to that path. And all of a sudden, things just started changing for her. And it's little by little. And she was telling me things like, your words resonated with me. I'm cleaning out the garage, because anyone that's storing things that you don't need, it's just there. It's just baggage. You got to get rid of it. So she started talking to me about the fact that she was looking for work and that she was working with a former boss that kind of negatively changed her mindset. And that's where her self talk was affecting her life. And as an empath, she's very powerful. So she was just holding on to that negativity, and she was holding on to these thoughts and ideas that just weren't really serving for her greater good. They weren't serving for her benefit. And so I manifested this to her. I said to her, it's going to happen fast. You're going to get a job. You're going to get the job you want. Prepare yourself. Clean out that garage. Cleansing out all that negativity is making way for positivity to come into your life. She started clearing out her closet. And I also said, keep sending out those resumes. Keep interviewing. But don't tell me until it's done, because you're going to give the power away. So what happened? She didn't tell me anything. We still kept on with our talks, kind of guiding her, unleashing her power, getting her back on the right track. After a couple of weeks, she couldn't get a hold of me. I was working on something. It was like a Thursday or Friday or something. She was reaching out to me on a Saturday, and I think I was with my friends or something. And she was sending me text messages, and she was calling me, and I couldn't pick up the phone because I was busy, and all of them were like, I gotta talk to you, Eldon. I gotta talk to you, Eldon. I gotta talk to you. Call me back when you get this message. Call me. So I said to her, okay, I'll call you. So I called her on a Sunday, and she goes, you did it. I'm like, what did I do? Not in a negative way, but in a joking way. You're gonna find out throughout the course of these videos that I have a really big sense of humor. Some of them may not be funny. But the point is that she got back to me. She goes, you did it, Eldon, you did it. And I'm like, well, what did I do? She goes, I got a job. And I said, well, I didn't get that job. You got that job. She goes, Eldon, it was because you manifested it. You helped me get this job. You told me it was going to happen quickly, and it did. And I'm like, well, tell me what happened. She goes, I was sending out resumes, and I got a call back from someone that I used to work with that they need someone with my special skill set. And I said, that's fantastic. So she interviewed on Wednesday, nothing on Thursday. She got the call back on Friday to start the job in 2 weeks. They were preparing her for 2 weeks. And I told her it was going to happen quickly, and it happened quickly. Why? Because I manifested it for her. But did I really? Or did she do it? Did she change her self-talk? Did she talk herself into that? Did she weave that spell? Yes, she did. She went out, she changed her attitude, she rearranged her house, she cleared out the things that no longer served her to make room for the positivity and abundance and financial financial freedom. So she did that. It was so powerful, the manifestation, the way you talk to yourself, the way you talk about yourself. Do you stub your toe and call yourself an idiot? Do you make a mistake, which we'll talk about later, and it's called learning experience? Do you make a learning experience at work and call yourself, oh, I'm so stupid, I can't do this? Your mind is listening to that. The universe is listening to that. Be careful what you say. Because if you say those things, guess what? The universe is going to give you that. Your mind is going to be trained into thinking that way. So getting back to my friend who got the job, she can't be any happier. She calls me on a regular basis to tell me certain things like, Eldon, you really unleashed my power as an empath. Because she's been getting at work, when you come to work, there's always the new people. Oh, she's back. Or who's that? And I said, you have the power to transform them. You have the power to change their energy. So in one day, she came in and she goes, you know what, Eldon? You were right. That girl that was giving me the evil eye, I gave her love. I changed her attitude. And now look, she's totally fine. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Self-talk. How do you talk to yourself? How do you start your day? Is it in a positive way? Is it in a negative way? Are you frustrated? If you are, guess what? You can self-talk that out. If you like this content, please share, please like, please subscribe. There's more things coming along the way. Goodbye, dear ones.